Hello and welcome to another brand new episode of Generation. Today we are going to meet up with a creative young Mongolian woman passionate about art, fashion and sustainability, Anudari Tsolmon. Anudari is also an aspiring advocate for the mental health of young people and how creativity can create positive changes. Currently, she is a freelance contemporary artist. She graduated with a degree in fashion design from a university in China. Apart from her work, she is passionate about dogs.
Hello everyone, my name is Anudari. I'm a young artist. I have changed my career from a fashion designer to a contemporary artist.
This morning, as usual, we can find Anudari at the dog training center in Ulaanbaatar. Please tell us a bit more about your morning routine.
When I was studying in China, the very first thing that I used to do was to drink a glass of water. Then after having my breakfast, I used to go to my college. I kept doing that when I worked in China. Since I came to Mongolia, I got 2 dogs in the last 1.5 years. Now they have become a huge part of my life. Since I got those 2 adorable cuties, my whole life has changed drastically. Usually I start my day by walking my dogs and taking care of them. Then of course I have my breakfast. After that, if it is my gym day, then I go to my gym or otherwise I go to my work. I have been a pet lover since I was young. Therefore, I have always wanted to have a dog. However, due to my work or school schedule, I was not able to have a pet.
Anudari has 2 dogs. In the morning, she brings her dogs to a dog training center, which is also a doggy daycare. She calls her dogs her babies. Raising dogs has brought many positive changes to her life and has influenced her goals, hopes, and dreams. How long have you been caring for your dogs?
In Mongolia, people prefer to have pure breed dogs more than the mixed ones or unknown breeds. For me, I got dogs to love them, to let them become part of my family, and not to show off their breeds or appearances. That is how I got my first dog. She's not here today. About this one, she was a stray dog or lucky paw. I found her on the street and decided to adopt her. At that moment, she was pregnant.
How many puppies did the dog have?
I actually delivered a litter of 7 puppies by myself. I took care of them and raised them with their mother until they got 2 months old and got vaccinated. For 2 months, I was living with 9 dogs. That has become some fantastic moments that I never expected. Then I found some good owners for all of the puppies and gave them away.
There aren't many dog training centers in Ulaanbaatar. Taking your dog to the training center will help them learn to socialize and become more relaxed around the other dogs. Dogs seem to have the same psychological problems as humans. How have you changed since getting a dog?
When I'm with my 2 dogs, I become the happiest person in the world. It's a great feeling. Dogs love their owners. They love me without asking for anything.
How has having dogs changed your plans? Are there any changes planned for the care of your dogs?
A lot of things have changed. Before I got my dogs, I had an ambition to enter the best college in art located in London. Now I have dogs and I adapted my ambitions for them. Now I want to live and study in a place where my dogs can be loved, where society is pet-friendly. I want to go to a place where my dogs can feel comfortable, where nobody hates pets, and when we walk on the street, all the services for pets are available. I will choose my college and a city to live based on those requirements.
Currently, she is working at her own studio established during COVID-19 lockdowns. Our next destination is her studio, which is located in the center of the city.
We're now in my art studio. I like doing makeup, especially professional makeup. So, as you see, I got my makeup table right here. If I have free time, I want to practice my makeup hobby. Here in this area, this is a dress I wore during my site-specific performance titled 5 kilometers at Ulanchotlot in January 2021. To understand more about that performance, it has a concept of facing our own truth. We performed a photo shoot here in my art studio and at the Ulanchotlot landfill and showed the contrast of the two sides. Let's take a look at this part. I sometimes do photo editing, photo collage and some digital arts. Then I use these techniques to take some pictures and process them. I'm also interested in drawing, but I don't have anything to show you guys right now. Currently, I opened my exhibition, so I took most of my stuffs to the exhibition site, and my studio is in a bit of a mess right now. Sorry for that. In this area, I like to paint a still life painting beside the window. In this hall, you can see various things such as bookshelf, paintings, and so on. I also took most of my paints to the exhibition. There is almost none left here. By the way, another hobby I like is collecting sunglasses. You can tell that this is my signature look. There are a couple of books that I like the most. One is written by Kafka, another is a collection of best selected essays. We're standing in my studio's tailoring area, which is the messiest area. I use this area for tailoring, stitching, and sewing. Since I'm not working in this area currently, I barely use this room. This is the most beloved corner of my studio. This is my grandma's sewing machine. I grew up with my grandma, so I could say that I'm a grandma's little girl. This chair and sewing machine have been used even before when I was born. They are precious to me.
Anudari graduated from the Chinese Academy of Arts as a designer and was awarded a Zhejiang Government Scholarship for 5 years in a row. In 2018, she was invited to participate in the China Graduate Fashion Week. In September 2020, she joined a one-year annual program at the Vanjal Art Institute, majoring in contemporary art theory and creative research. Do you have a mentor?
In the last 1.5 years, I have been developing myself by studying and practicing under the lead and instruction of Dr. Tsintpuru, my mentor. She is also a founder of Vanjal Art Institution and art curator. At my art studio, I sometimes do creative research with my mentor.
What projects and collaborations have you worked on in the past?
When I worked for a brand company in Shanghai for 2 years, I even created my own designs. I made them as director wanted. It was very challenging to work under the control of someone else because I needed to understand what the director actually wanted me to do, which takes a lot of time. I had to try and make designs using many options. I had to understand the person herself. There were many moments that the director was not satisfied with my designs. I learned a lot while I was working in Shanghai, such as how to communicate with others, how to understand what the person exactly wants from me, and so on.
In October 2021, Anudari was selected as one of the recipients of the Seed Awards of the Prince Claus Fund of the Netherlands. This award is given to artists who are in their first 5 years of their careers in a total of 15 different fields, including fine arts, photography, journalism, music, dance, media, theater, and creative research. It's an international award that aims to select the 100 best young artists in the world and support their first creative endeavors. What skills and beneficial things have you learned from your work?
Now back in Mongolia, I got my studio working as an artist. I do everything by myself now. Then I had to understand myself. What am I trying to do? What would be my next performance? What do I want my audience to understand from my art? I have been faced with many questions. I learned and I'm still learning many things in any situation, whether working for a brand company or working as a freelance artist.
компанид ажиллагч тэр брэнд ажиллагч тэр одоо өөр ингэсэн уралдантай агч тэр маш их юм одоо хүртэл сурж авч байгаа сурсаарч байх болно гэж бодож байна.
Anudari has 2 years of experience working in fashion design in China. She says that she has learned to communicate with everyone in an easygoing way. She keeps improving her professional skills and is looking forward to studying abroad once more. Why did you switch from fashion to contemporary art?
I graduated from a China Art Academy with a Bachelor in Art. In college, I learned fundamentals of all types of arts, not only fashion design. Since I studied about contemporary art in college, I started falling in love with it. After I came back to Mongolia, I felt that it is time to change my career. Most people had hard times during the COVID-19 pandemic. For me, I spent the quarantine time in the most effective and beneficial way. I changed my professional career. I studied and researched a lot. I opened my first solo exhibition and I have been working on my artworks too. The reason I chose contemporary art is being able to express my opinion. My message is not limited to any materials nor any techniques. Currently, I am doing my artworks using an installation techniques.
Now we're going to visit her solo exhibition, Below Me. This exhibition is her first solo project that addresses the mental health issues of young people and its impact on society. For the first time in Mongolia, a solo exhibition is on display in a space about 2,100 square meters. Can you introduce your solo exhibition, Below Me?
We have arrived at my exhibition site. The room we are standing is called the Black-Eyed Room. Surrounded with eyes in the center, there is an egg-shaped thing pricked with spears in a cube-shaped net. By this room, I want to express the idea of a phrase, all eyes on me. Everybody is looking at me, making me uncomfortable. Then I feel like I'm in jail, forbidden to do anything, pricked with spears. The main concept of my exhibition is that I want to express youth's mental health issues using art. The core topic is unpleasant situations in public space. I feel that personal space is not talked about in Mongolia. People make me uncomfortable by touching my body, saying, staring, yelling, and even by social media when I don't want it. These small things affect and hurt youth's mental health. That is the message I want to give to public through my exhibition.
With the slogan, "Do not invade my personal space," the exhibition aims to delve into issues concerning young people's mental health. It uses contemporary art to inform and engage the public about the importance of guarding your personal space. How have people been reacting to the exhibition? Is the response what you imagined?
I really couldn't expect the reaction of spectators. I was just guessing that younger people might understand me more. Elders would have no interest, but now all people of all generations are coming and liking my exhibition. About the site of the exhibition, I created a space like a maze-shaped tiny world with different rooms. In the center of the site, there is a safe zone where people can go after they went through the uncomfortable rooms. In the safe zone, a person can react in any way he or she feels. They can give their feedback by writing, drawing, scanning, or QR code. Or I provide some books people can read and relax. They can drink tea or coffee.
The central space, the Soleil's room, is wide and includes seating. This is where hope is found after visitors make their way through red hallways and dark rooms covering a space of more than 2,100 square meters. Visitors are welcome to sit down, enjoy a cup of tea, converse with others, or talk about their experiences with on-site psychologists. The exhibition specifically targets people 14 to 40 years old for a reason. Anudari says that if the exhibition manages to impact teenagers and their parents, it would be considered a success. After a long day, it's finally time to head to the gym. Many people have a favorite way to relax after a long, stressful day. Anudari likes to go to the gym whenever she has free time available. She tries to live a healthier lifestyle.
Би стрессэн ч юм уу аюу их ядарсан үедээ мэдээж
When I get stressed or tired, I like doing my artworks. Also, I like working with ceramics. I love it. By feeling every detail of the ceramic on the wheel, it brings me to a different world. When I work with ceramics, I feel myself full. I think one of my daily life habits is doing exercise. I try to go to gym as frequently as possible. Of course, sometimes I'm too busy and I reduce my gym days in a given week. But I try to maintain the consistency. It is hard to imagine my life without exercises. We are now in front of my gym. Let's go inside.
тэгээ жимдээ бол аль болох таслахгүй явахыг амар хичээдэг.
Do you have a lifelong hobby?
Тийм насан турш
I would say my lifetime hobby is working out at fitness club. I think I will keep doing fitness exercises until I get very old. No matter how busy I am, I go to my gym or go to a swimming pool at least once a week. Before, I liked swimming a lot. However, over the last 2 or 3 years, my hobby has changed. When I'm busy, I might have to take a break, but I won't quit.
одоо хобби гэж хэлж болно.
Thank you, Anudari, for sharing your day with us. What advice would you like to give to the younger generation?
Одоохондоо бол би тэгж амар яг хүмүүст яг зөвлөгөө хэмжээс өөрөө тийм үү.
I wouldn't say I'm a huge influencer by giving advice. However, the thing I want to say, my last exhibition slogan is "Do not invade my personal space." The idea is respecting other people's personal space. I want to say it again, let's respect each other's personal space.
Яг толгойд орж байгаа энэ үгийг л хэлмээрсэн гэж байна.
Well, this is where this episode of Generation comes to an end. Today, we had the chance to meet a young woman who has developed herself in many ways. We have learned from our guest how important it is to be hardworking and patient.
За ямар ч гэсэн миний нэг
Alright guys, now you have seen how my typical day goes on. Thank you for inviting me to your program. I wish all of your colleagues a lot of success. I wish all the best to everyone who's watching me.
намайг үзэж байгаа үзэгчдээ ч гэсэн хамгийн сайн сайхан бүхнийг хүсье.
Thank you for being with us. We'll see you again in another 2 weeks.